Hello. How's everyone doing? We are going to get into trick-or-treating. Yeah, because it goes all month. I think the only reason they really do the event for like the entire month though is because that way then like if someone's not around for the day of, you still have all that opportunity. Plus also collectibles? Like collectibles? Why not? There ain't no biking in this household. I can't wait to see what I love that it's raining. Oh god. It's probably the new trick-or-treat thing. Yeah, where? Where are they? I didn't get them. Yeah, I didn't get my trick-or-treat thing. Where are they? Oh, never mind. I'm just... Why are they the same places? Wait a minute. That doesn't make sense. That don't make sense. Why are they the same places? Give me a second. Just gotta see something. Oh. That's fine. That's okay. We're going to... I do have someone moved into this house now, by the way. A friend of mine. She wants to work the pearls, but like, my only issue is like, I don't want there to be this weird conflict of interest of, well, I don't want to be the one to hire you because it just looks weird coming from me. Well, let's see if anything was brought in here. Imagine. She didn't even smoke the cigar. Imagine. Okay, we have enough for the day. I did have to move a car though. That's the one problem with having as many cars as one does. I only have 2. Like, that's the thing. Technically, here's the thing, right? By the way, this. So see how it goes 1, 2, 3, 4. So the ones we gotta look at is from the 2 minutes ago. So 1. I don't think they're different. They don't seem any different. That's what's confusing me. They seem to be the exact same ones. Are they the exact same ones? I wonder. Because that's kind of weird. Trick. I can't type. Trick or treat. Because that seems weird to me. They're not supposed to apparently be the same. People complaining that all they're getting is candy bags. I'm like, I want the candy. Like, I prefer the candy. Yeah, we're only allowed 3 vehicles in this house. That's the one unfortunate thing. The one unfortunate thing. That's fine. We're gonna bring out our Dominator ASP. I will say I did maybe give someone Hub and Runs open. I did possibly give someone 10k for a bike. I did do that. But I said, I'm not gonna pay for your bike. I'm just gonna give you enough. So then you still have some remaining. But a portion of it is still coming from you. And you still have to, like, do a portion, like, a good portion of it yourself. I feel like it's actually easier to go 2... 1, 4, 3. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll do 2, 1, 4, 3. They're supposed to be different locations. That's the thing that throws me off. Wait a minute, I wonder. I want copyright-free Halloween music. I'm going to make sure this is actually copyright free before I just let it broadcast, because the last thing we need is it to supposedly play copyright free one and then it not actually be. That's my only worry. I feel like we have to trust. We're gonna trust. Okay, we're gonna trust. I'm trusting it. I might want my, definitely gonna need my stream health and all that up because it'll tell me whether or not it's like you're playing blah blah blah. You can't do that. Trusting you, YouTube. I was really hoping you'd be able to bike to the majority of all these places. But you can't, so it's like, okay. To me, this doesn't sound like horror, though. So I'm just like, huh? Ah. You notice that's why that's why you'll notice a lot of people. Guess who got convicted to meet with the chief of medical? Who? For a second I had to think of who that was. By the way, are you on the right YouTube account? Just wondering. Just wondering. Just making sure. Just making sure, Dest. Assuming you are Dest. Yeah. You don't care? Okay. Just making sure. You did! That's who got convinced. You did. I like how someone was nice enough to like leave all the scenes because people were having issues trying to find all the things. Okay, let's see what I get this time. We got suckers. Suckers. More. 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 I actually prefer the candy. A lot of people hate it. Oh, I didn't care. I was just making sure you knew. But I think like these. The thing is, these will not expire. But honestly though, I'm not surprised by that. Here's the thing. Knowing you, I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be really honest. I feel like you do safer better than you would do. Yeah, unfortunately right now none of the food expires. But no, here's my thing. So like, my thought is I feel like you'd actually do better at safer. Okay. Good. Because I was like, the thing is, I feel like you'd do better at safer than you would at, like, the hospital. The hospital, I'm gonna be real, is a lot more, like, it's a lot more focused. But, like, with safer, at least you get to, like, move around the city. You get to see a lot more. I just preferred the hospital because it's a lot more with, it's a lot more focused, I guess. And it's less fast-paced, I guess? Like, I can focus on one patient and be like, I'll do this, then I'll do this. Now I'll worry about the next person. But no. Good. I'm glad. I know who the chief of police is. I actually know who they are. The fire chief. I know who they are. Kind of. I don't know them out of character, but I know them like enough in character that like I could literally talk to them. Where's the next place? Okay, next place. So we went there. I think we said we'd go to this one, and then that one, and then we'll make our way up there. They're supposed to be different locations, though. I'm not surprised by that. I think you'll like the medical system. But there, I think the thing you'll find though, like you might actually agree with me because there's a lot of stuff to do. Like because there's a lot of stuff you can do. It's not like you're gonna be like, you're not gonna feel the need to be sitting on duty for like ages and not have anything else you can do outside of medical. Like a lot of people will, like there's still gonna be people that do that. But I mean like, the thing is I was able to be like, I'm gonna go do this. I'm gonna go do this. And that's why I kind of want to do business stuff because I'm like, I don't even care about how much I get paid. Like, that's the thing. Like, even though I have this much money, I sit there and I'm like, I don't know what to do with it. I'm like, I don't like spending a lot of money. And that's why I was just like, I'll give you 10K, I guess, for like a bike. Like, I'm not gonna do much with it. You might actually give me, depending if you decide to live with me for ages, might actually give me a reason to have to move into a bigger place. I just have no reason right now to do it because I'm like, I have a truck, I have a muscle car. But that was a problem before, is the fact that, so there was like, I moved a lot around. There's houses, but a lot of the houses are like in the more expensive areas. Like, there's definitely houses up here. One house opened up down here, but honestly, your best bet is literally living with someone. Like, that's my thought. Plus, there's so much more you can do when you're living with someone. It's a lot easier to manage. Plus, like, I'm gonna be honest. you would never even have to pay me for anything because I've already paid off the house. Like, I've literally 100% paid off my house. Oh, if he wants to be paid back for things. They haven't come back to me since. That's the thing. They haven't come back to me since. Ever since I was just like, no. I've been living here for like ages. They're like, oh. They put the, oh. Okay. And I was just like, hi. Like, I like the concept though of living in a gang turf. There's something like, there's a weird risk to it that everybody's just like, why would you, why, you know, that's like 14K turf. And I'm like, yeah, but I'm like, I'm fine with it. Like, they don't care. They haven't bothered me. Like, he doesn't, the thing with him is he's never really been bothered by whether someone's like a criminal. And I feel like that's just like a thing I have with a lot of characters though, unfortunately. It's like a common thing where I'm like, I'm gonna be honest, I don't genuinely care whether you're a criminal or not. Like whatever you do, but like, don't be stupid and like tell me that, oh, I killed someone once. I'm like, because then I'm obviously gonna be like, you killed someone? Like, if I don't know about it, I can't judge you for it. Like, you know what I mean? Will, I'm assuming, was the guy we were talking with, right? I mean, they're totally cool unless you can't look past the attack on Elio's go running. Well, that's the thing, like, the thing is, that's what I mean by, like, they don't personally bother me. They don't really do much against me. Like, I've never had issues. And whatever they do with LEOs, they do with LEOs. They don't do with me. Like, you get so used to working in, like, when you work in the medical field on a roleplay server, you tend to be less judgmental because you're like, oh, like, yeah, it sucks that they've done that, but like, they probably have their reasons. Yes, I wish they could do better and like not. Like, that's definitely his, like, that's kind of his mindset. It's like, I get it, but at the same time, it's like, I wish you would get out of the life of crime, but I'm not gonna judge you because you're in a life of crime. Because you probably have, like, usually people in a life of crime, the way he sees it is usually people in a life of crime, the reason they're in a life of crime is because of their upbringing, or that's just the way they've been brought about. Which is not 100% their fault. Plus, a lot of criminals, you'll notice, they also work, like, it's not like they're focused on just crime. They don't only do crime. Like, you'll see them working at other businesses. So, like, that's the other side to see, is like, oh, you sell weed at, like, this place, or you work at this job. So I'm like, okay, well, I mean, you're still contributing to society, so, like, why would I judge you? Hello. I'm assuming you're trick-or-treating too.
Yeah. I'm not here to kidnap you or rob you or any of that.
I mean, if you were here to kidnap me, I feel like you'd have a mask or something on.
Yeah. Sometimes criminals are dumb. Not me. I'm just trick-or-treating.
Yeah.
That's all the way down here.
I'm kind of glad that people put up their signs, you know, that, you know, that's made life 10 times easier. Ooh.
Yeah.
More candy. Some people are complaining that all they're getting is candy. I'm like, I actually like the candy.
I do too. Have you gotten anything cool though?
Someone gave me $700 in that one of the houses. Oh, yeah. What is it? Anything interesting?
I was gonna say, there's literally candy right here.
Yeah,
Oh,
but it's on the
I think
ground. Why would I
disgusting.
take it off the ground? It's probably dirty.
Yeah. Well, look, if they're individually wrapped.
That's true. I guess it depends. If it's like those like brain candies, then yeah, they're definitely not wrapped.
Yeah.
If it's the suckers, then it's whatever.
Yeah. Alright,
Well,
well, I'll see you around or either at the next one.
probably. I'm heading up to the one in Vinewood. Kind of working my way up.
Okay, alright. See you there.
I saw nothing. Like, you know what I mean though? Like, that's the thing. I'm like, it becomes so easy not to judge the criminals here because they do other things. Like, if all they did was crime, then yes, it'd be easy to judge them. It'd be easy as hell to judge them. There we go. I think I found it. Oh, I found it. The reason I am as good as I am at medical roleplay now is because of the medical system. It's because of having this and being like, oh, okay, so I have this, and this, and this. This, and this, and this happened. So I can kind of make a reasonable story as to how, like, what injuries I have. Because medical will always take your /me's over the medical system, as long as you're being reasonable about it. And that's what I would explain to people I was treating. Especially people that get shot and then try to come off as like, oh yeah, it's whatever. And I'm like, so here's the thing. You were shot, and I feel like I'm seeing this. Maybe I'm wrong. How were you shot? Like, I'd like delve into it, being like, so like, what were you shot by? What were you hit by? Like, I'd be asking extra questions and then try to base the injuries off of those things based on how they respond. If that makes sense. So like, oh, you got into a shootout. I'm gonna be sitting there like, so did you get shot from like, first of all, if they get shot by locals, I tend to be like very forgiving, because I'm just like, oh, so like, would you say their aim was like bad, or was it like they had really freaking good aim? It's like, they missed a couple. I'd be like, okay. So what I do is I'm like, I usually give them grazes. Like, I'll usually consider it like a graze, even though it'll be considered like a bruise or a gunshot wound. I'll be like, okay, that makes sense. If it's from a player, like if it was because of a PD shootout or something, I'm like, what do they shoot you with? Oh, a pistol? Okay, I see a couple here that are like, you know. But sometimes you'll see this happen with people when they're in medical, right? Keep this in mind. When people do this, and you see they start looking over their injuries, the reason they do that is not because they're just gonna say, oh, it's just bruising. Sometimes it will be just because they're just saying what it says. But other times it's because they'll use that to kind of say what happened with them. they'll kind of base their injury off of what that is. So you can't always rely 100% on the triage. Keep that in mind, Dust. That's the only thing I'll let you know. So it depends on if you're triaging someone or you're like you have to do it yourself. If you're triaging someone, you use this menu and you look at them, but because you kept moving, it was really hard to treat your things. But the thing is, I feel like you'll learn a lot if you do go the medical route. There's gonna be a lot you'll learn just from that. And the thing is, it used to be a lot harder because you couldn't use supplies from, like, you know how we have the med kit? Like, you know how, like, I was like, we're probably gonna have to get you a med kit. So the thing is, like, with the med kit, if it's in that thing, like, you no longer have to take it out of the med kit. But, like, when I was working as a nurse, I would have them separate just so then it made it so if I had to resupply, it would be 10 times easier than going into my med kit, then dropping the things into the med kit. Oh, no, that makes sense. That's the thing. It makes perfect sense. Fair warning. Saver is most of the medical factions. They're yeah. I'm glad you got told that. Yeah, they're very flirty / horny, I guess. So I was always like the serious one, always. Like, I was always the one that was just like, I'm just gonna ignore that you said that. Oh, I see what you did there and what you're trying to imply, but no. Like, I'm just trying to treat this patient, okay, man? So that's why his personality is the way it is, like, where he has this kind of, like, goofy-ish personality, because he worked at a place that was kind of goofy-ish. It's hard not to be, like, not serious all the time when he's with people. He's very serious when he's by himself, though. And, like, him... One thing you'll notice, if you do end up working at, like, Pearls or something temporarily, I'm just gonna let you know, he is a very separate business him. Like, he works... like, him on a personal level is very different from him when he's working. Like, when he's working, he's a lot more serious. So, like, if he never yells at people. I'm not saying he yells at people. But, like, if he tells someone to do something, there's a lot more sternness to it. And he expects it to be done. But it's... like, if someone says, like, oh, I don't like my boss, he's not gonna be like, oh, they hate me. It's more like, they just don't like me as a boss. And that's it. Like, it's not... nothing's really taken personally. It's like, okay. You just don't agree with my decision, but hey. But I'm also willing to hear people out. Like, that's the other thing. Like, if you look in, like, the last VOD, I had to talk with someone about, like, a possibility of them getting fired. And they kept saying, like, they're like, are you trying to fire me? And I'm like, I'm not trying to fire you. I would never go out of my way to try to fire you. Like, that's the thing. I'm not going to go out of my way to fire someone. But also, at the same time... like, at the same time... I'm not gonna sit there and regret if I fired someone. If they needed to be fired. If that makes sense. Like, if I fire someone it's like, you probably got fired for a reason. And that's why I was like, here's the thing. The reason I didn't fire so-and-so. You're trying to move to this account? Okay. I was wondering, I'm like, we have 3 different names here? But, yeah, like, if there's drama going on between, so like this is the best example. So like, because there was drama going on between 2 individuals, I was like, here's the thing. If you can keep that separate and like, you know, a way you can still work here without making it become like a public problem. In other words, like a problem in front of customers, and it makes the business look bad, then I have really no reason to fire you. Because you do work, like, you do actually work consistently. So why would I fire you just because you're having a little bit of drama? But I was also like, here's the thing. Just know that if it does end up being that, like, you two butt heads in front of customers and make us look bad, then I'm going to talk with you guys again. And it's going to be a lot more serious. Unless I just want to talk about what's going on. It'll be more... So you guys fought in front of customers, and here's the thing. We can't be having that. So either you two learn to get along, or I'm gonna have to fire you. And unfortunately, because one of them's a manager, I'd have to bring it up to him and be like, here's the thing, they fought, blah, 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 blah. Explain the whole situation, and be like, well, this. Like, that's my thing. Like, I'm like, I try to be fair when I'm doing manager stuff. Because I'm like, I don't know the whole story. I am, no matter what, I am a third party. You're too much of a pushover to fight. And that's the thing. Same here. I'm like, I only bring it, like, unless it gets to some, like, it takes a lot to tick this man off. And it takes especially a lot to tick me off. Like, at least in my opinion, I think it takes a lot to tick me off. But it's like, unless something becomes like a real problem, I'm not gonna make a big deal of it. Plus, I also said there's kind of like an out of character reason why I kind of want them to continue working, because I'm like, here's the thing. I kind of want the roleplay to develop to a point. I don't want to just shut down the drama roleplay. Like, because here's the thing, it's normal, it's going to happen. Like, there's going to be drama, and I feel like if I just am like, oh, you're fired before anything big happens, then there's no real risk roleplay wise. You know? So I'm like, I'm gonna let, for roleplay reasons, I'm gonna let this develop. And then as soon as it starts to get out of hand, then that's when I step in and be like, no. And then they can figure that stuff out, like, when they're off duty. That's when they can do, like, the whole whatever arc they want to go with that. You know what I mean? Like, there's reasons I do certain things. Oh, she's totally doing those in order. Because technically, this is the third one. Technically, yeah. See, so she's doing this one, and then she's going to this one. I had a feeling. They're not supposed to be the same houses. Someone did put in the chat about it, like in the allow list chat, and staff said they're supposed to be different, So I'm pretty sure that means it's going to get fixed. But apparently they're supposed... I think there's supposed to be like a pool of different houses that they're supposed to be. They're not supposed to be. But for whatever reason, they are the same. But they'll get it they'll get it fixed pretty soon. Like, that's the thing. They get things fixed fairly quickly as long... Like, people will bring up problems. Like, if you look through all the suggestions, like, there's a whole, like, process to all the... Oh, this time I didn't get money. Sag. But there's, like, a whole, like, process. More candy. More candy. More candy. More candy. I just want the candy. Like, I kind of like the candy. Everybody's just like, why would you want candy, though? Do you get anything interesting? I'm like, I actually like the candy. I mean, that's the whole point. Plus, I kind of have an idea with the candy. I want to take all the candy, and then once I collect all the candy, by, like, Halloween, I want to literally sit there and be like, I want to hand out candy. Or, like, sell candy. Because I know people will be wanting stuff. See? There's a reason I do everything. The only other place... Here's the thing. So the only other place I've considered moving him is, like, down, like, along the beach side. Because I could give him, like, a bit of an active lifestyle. Plus, then that way he could run all the way from, like, his house all the way to Pearl's if he really wanted to. But now that someone's living with him, I have to be a bit more considerate of that fact. And I'm like, right now, we're kind of in the problem is where we live is kind of a good place to live. Like, despite it being, like, quote-unquote gang turf. The thing is, almost anywhere in the city can be gang turf. And most of it is. So, like, no matter where you move, there's probably going to be some gang of some sort. Like, there's gonna be some criminal group. Like, there's even criminal groups that can be up here. So, like, no matter where you move, there's gonna probably be some kind of... But, like, my thing is, like, here, I can walk here. I can walk here. The furthest distance place I can walk to, I mean, that is a bit of a walk, is the bank. And I think that takes... It's like a little bike ride, maybe. But, like, running there takes, depending on how safe the traffic and all that thing is, maybe takes about 2 minutes, not even, to get down to. The thing is, if I'm going to Pearl's, it's easy. Plus, like, the fire department is not that far. A hospital is not that far. The police station's probably the furthest thing from us currently, if that makes sense. Because the closest one is technically in, close to Legion. That's the one issue. The only real issue right now is literally just bikes. I mean, garage space. But I mean, like, I live by a very easy policy of, like, I don't really need a lot of like, I don't really need a lot of vehicles. I tend to just choose one and then I drive it. The only time I drive a different vehicle, most of the time I drive my truck right now. The only time I bring something else is if I'm, like, It's a lot easier to move around with this than it is to move around with the truck. So like, depending on where I'm going, sometimes it's easier to just drive this thing. I only bought this car because I wanted it. The truck wasn't even because I wanted it. I was just like, it makes sense for the character to have a truck, like a big truck. Like he went from having he had a Hummer. Like he went from having a massive freaking Hummer, and he's just like, I want to downsize. So what does he do? He gets a freaking like, just a big truck. And I was like, is it really downsizing? No. It's like, no, it's not downsizing at all. Like it still has a terrible turning area, like turning radius. Terrible. It's terrible turning radius. Like you have to take super wide turns. It's like when I turn, I have to like come out of a lane so wide. I have to be like, okay, I'm turning. And I have to come out so wide. Or else the thing just does not turn. And it's fully upgraded. All his vehicles are fully upgraded. So all I got was candy. Now the thing is, I need to decide, so by Halloween, do I want to... I gotta figure out if I want to sell the candy or if I want to just hand out candy. Like, I don't really want money for the candy, personally. I kind of just want to, like, stand at the door and, like, hand out candy. Or, like, go to, like... Maybe I could go to Legion, set up a table at some point, and be like... Come down to Legion if you want free candy. But, like, set a limit, obviously, because I'm like, I don't want... It depends on how much candy there is. If there's, like, a lot of candy, I'll definitely give it, like... Maybe people can choose 5 different candies. Like, I give them an assortment of 5 different candies. And then... Whatever. Because I don't doubt there will be people... I do not doubt there will be people that want. I should probably check texts. I don't want to fire her. That's not what I want. I love her as an employee. Yes, Thomas. Yes, well, Sanders. It's so much easier to just call him Sanders, but someone's been recently calling him Thomas. And I'm just like, yeah, Thomas. It's like one of those, like, when you work for emergency services, you get so used to calling people by their last names. I really want to get out of that habit. Oh, you know what we'll do? An illegal U-turn, for one. I think that's why I got an incorrect lane change that was mentioned. Because I did I was like, whoop! It's like, you can't do that. This is what I do when I'm just running in. Oh, yeah, you put a... Oh, by the way, something else you'll have to know at some point is that you can't just get into a trunk. You have to actually open the trunk to get into the trunk and then close the trunk. It's okay. I think I know where I'm gonna put the candy. I think. Depending if there's space. There should be. There's a reason I have all the various. See, I'm in the house. Why do I? Okay, give it a second. Give it a second. Give it a second. I know what I definitely have to do at some point, and I need to bring her to all the I need to bring her to all the freaking furniture places. I'm very scared of one thing, though. I'm very scared of one thing. I'll be taking my plushie back. It was so hard to get this plushie. It was so hard. Like, there was, like, none available. So I had to, like, physically ask someone, I'm like, can I get a plushie? And they were like, if you come tomorrow, we should have a new supply. So, like, the first thing I did that next day was go to freaking Bean Machine. And I was just like, I just want plushie. That's all I want. Excuse me, this is food. Okay, next. You know, we can put those in the fridge. What? These are food. I'm being lied to. So... Yeah, see, this is from the, Easter egg thing. When Easter was around. You know what I need? You know what I just realized? You know what's needed? A goddamn, not an Easter egg basket, like a Halloween thing. I think the idea is you're not supposed to have, like... Actually, wait a minute. I'm gonna put mine near... I don't care if we share. It's just candy. It's like the equivalent of being like, you can't have candy. It's like, I don't care. So we're gonna move this. We're gonna bring that. We're gonna bring that up there. That is a drink. I'm probably gonna throw those out because I got complained too. We're also gonna throw this. We're gonna throw this and this in the fridge. We're gonna throw that into the garbage. We gotta deposit that money. There's a process. You know what? Since we only have... Oh, we have 2. Oh god. It's gonna be bad. You're not supposed to have these. Because that happens. We're gonna bring these down. Bring these down. Excuse me? Thank you? Put the apple cider there. Yeah, as you can tell, I've gotten so used to, like, moving things around, it's just like, eh. We'll keep space. Not much will be up here. That's a cider, so... The idea is dry ingredients. So this is the equivalent to being put in the cupboards. This is, like, in the fridge. And then this is in the freezer. Yes, we freeze our coffee beans. Because Where's the cop? Oh, I forgot it does this to my walk. We'll keep these here. She asking character why I did things. Oh, you did? Nice. Let's see if you put it in the proper area if you're just holding it. Yeah. By the way, so the idea for this, so this is because I couldn't separate this, by the way. You did. Are you saying you're sleeping on the street somewhere? So, by the way, the whole idea behind this is that this is supposed to be stuff that is, like, up there. And then all this stuff is meant to be, like, as if, like, we have an attic, essentially. You are... I'm just gonna say, you're crazy. And I'm allowed to say that as a friend. Yeah, you're crazy. I don't even know why I have this knife. It's 2! I feel like I've done God knows how much talking. I believe that. I believe that. I honestly believe that. Oh, I will say something about this though. I will say something about the fridge once Ari finds out about all this stuff. Because we are not doing what happened last time, where we spent gobs of money on just a ton of ingredients that were never used. Like I had to go through and be like, we're getting rid of this and this and this and this and this because none of it gets freaking made. Like nothing gets made. Ever. I've only recently got into making things, but the problem is like when a place opens, you're just like, I'm gonna do this, and then it's like I'm gonna get this and this and this because food doesn't expire. That's the problem. Once food becomes like a thing that expires, it'll be great. It'll be like you'll have a reason to do other things. It used to. You used to get hungrier faster. You used to. So far, this is what the balance is. But then, like I said, someone put in a suggestion to be like, can we change that? So what I'm going to do... Yeah. Well, so that's... Okay, so that is mainly because the whole focus is they don't want you to be like... They don't want you to be, like, eating because you have to eat. They want you to eat when it makes sense to eat. Like, you'll notice, like, something you might notice with me is, like, I'll just eat sometimes just because it makes sense to have something to eat at that time. So, like, at the nighttime, I'll probably eat something. In the morning, I'll probably eat something. Because it's, like, it makes sense that I would eat something in the day and at night. But I don't actually have to eat. If that makes sense. Like, the idea is less behind, like, you do what makes sense. Don't do it just because the game tells you, oh, you're not hungry. Like, that's a big thing you'll notice. And a lot of people do it. So that's why it's like, it's super embarrassing if you pass out to like hunger or drinks. Because it's just like... Realistically, you shouldn't. Okay, we're gonna do something. I'm gonna quickly go make some food. Oh, that was... Do you know what? That was hilarious. The thing is, I love when people are just learning. Mostly because it's like, when they make the mistake, it's embarrassing. But at the same time, it's like, bro, like, it's such a builder of like character, I guess. Like, to me, I'm like, thing is, if you don't make those mistakes, you won't learn from them. You're gonna end up being the perfect person. And it's so boring being the perfect person that never has issues. And that's my current issue. I'm like, I have money, but like, I sit there and I'm like, but taxes, but this, and like, I need to use, like, that's why I'm just like, when people say, you don't have to tip, I'm like, I'm going to tip. I'm like, I need to put this money towards things. Like, I always tip 25%. Because he can afford it. And sometimes if I go over, I'm like, eh. Right, you guys enjoy the music? I'm gonna quickly make some lunch. It's around that time. I know, usually I eat around 3, but that's what happens when you wake up early now. I used to wake up at 12. I wake up at 10. 10:30. I just thought of something. But I know I should probably do it. We got beans, by the way. No toast. We're not doing that. Actually, I don't know. Maybe I will. What is this? Oh, this is today. Where? City Light Autos? It's a car show. I love cars. But no, I was thinking, here's the thing, like, depending if, like, BBB actually, like... I don't mind working at the restaurant. But, like, the problem is, like, right now, I'm in this thing of, like... I don't know what I genuinely want. Him to actually be doing. Like, yes, the goal is to work at the BBB, but also, like, the issue is, like, when you're someone that has so many varying interests, it really doesn't help. And so when I got offered manager, I'm like, yeah, but do I want to be managing a restaurant? Like, you know, is this actually what I want to be managing? Because I did think about, like, working at Maze. Working at, like, a big thing. Because I just want to, I kind of want to help businesses. But the problem is, like, right now, BBB, the apps are not open. I don't think they're going to be open for, like, a long while. And, like, the restaurant thing was supposed to be kind of temporary until I get the job there. I did at one point think I would be working at High Society or, like, a weed place or somewhere, like, closer. Like Vape World. But the thing is, that's the equivalent to, like, working at, like, a convenience store. Like, he said when he quit, he's like, I'm probably not gonna work at, like, probably not gonna work at some, like, just general store or some, like, very, just tiny thing. But at the same time, like, when you be realistic, it makes sense that I have to do something in the meantime while I wait. But it's also, like, it's this awkward thing of, I said a lot of things. Of, oh, I'm gonna do this. Maybe do this. But I also am not, like, I can't be that like, I've always had this thing with, like, not liking the whole concept of, like, working at 5 different places. And I kind of, not gonna lie, I kind of cringe at people that do, that where they're working at, like, just everywhere. But that's just me. I've never liked the concept, because it's like, how do you even, like, what do you do outside of working at those places? If you're working everywhere, like, what do you do outside of that? How do you have time to do anything outside of that? Wait, they're looking for what? A property loan specialist. As property loan wait. What? Yeah, wait. There we go. We will assist our clients and realtors by processing property loan referrals from all over San Andreas, as well as aid with general banking inquiries and questions. I'd not be bad at it. I just want to do a job that helps people, where I get a lot of interaction. If that makes sense. Okay, the reason I'm here, I have a reason for being here, by the way. What I think I'm going to do, we're going to keep this savings account, but we're going to make another account. There's a reason. So, you know how we kind of have this business account? So, the wonderful thing is, and what I did last time, I was living with someone, and I was saving for things, is I had like another account just for mortgage. But because we have savings accounts, what I might do is I make another account that has to do with like a household kind of bank account, if that makes sense. Basically, like, if we need to spend money on something like a bigger house or a different car, you know what I mean? The thing is, I'm not sure. Loans are not like this anymore. I probably could get a loan that's above 20% now, if I really wanted to. Oh, we were wanting to go here earlier. I don't know. We'll decide if we need a bigger house. If we feel like we need a bigger house. The thing is, I've been doing a lot of downsizing when it comes to doing a lot of things. Even though, yes, it means I have a lot more money. Oh wow, this has... Where did I, why am I stopping when I'm walking? Like, who am I? Okay, we're gonna go to the pump and run. You know, go to the gym. We did pay for a membership after all, and, isn't it so fun being a civilian? I even said to someone, I was like, yes, I won't deny. The paycheck is nice. Like, the paycheck is definitely nice working on, like, working emergency services. But you become so reliant on it, like, reliant, or, like, privileged on it, that you end up sitting there, like, being like, now what? I've never been a big spender in roleplay. I pay people in a different currency. player interaction. Ma'am? I didn't have that one. I had the other one. We're gonna turn the music down. Hello.
Welcome to Pump and Run.
Hello. How you doing?
I'm well. How are you? Why am I yelling? Sorry, I didn't mean to yell. What can I
Couldn't
do
even
for you
tell,
today?
honestly. You have a very soft voice.
Oh, well, that's probably because my voice was a little bit further away than I thought it was.
Oh. I couldn't, you know, like I said, I couldn't even tell.
Okay, well, that's good. That's good. What can I do for you? What can I help you today?
I actually have a membership here, so
Okay. What do you want? Your 10 free special? Your 10 free items?
that's true. I could. I don't remember what's here. What the options are.
So I put it in the services because I wasn't sure what to do it as.
I mean, technically, you guys are your service.
That's what I thought. That's what I was thinking.
You're either services or you're, well, no, you're not. I wouldn't say you're vehicles. You're definitely not vehicles. You're not property. Jobs, no. You might be considered beauty in a way, because
Right.
fitness and stuff.
I mean, is fitness beautiful though? That's the question. You know, I think it's more of a
I
service that
mean,
we
to
offer.
some people, they think that, you know, fitness makes you more beautiful.
That's true. That's true. That's true.
So that's why I'm
why I
like,
put
it
as
could be beauty.
Well, I mean, we are offering a service, so
That's the other thing. You are technically also a service.
I mean, it's not what I mean.
But a gym is also a type of community. You know, that's the wonderful thing about a gym. It's not really one specific thing.
Yeah.
So you said you put it under services? Services.
I mean, yeah. It should be there. I mean, I should probably re-up it, but
No, it's fine. It was third. Wasn't that hard to find it.
But with your membership, you get the 10 free items. So
Well, yeah,
prices.
I just have to decide what 10 things I want. Isn't it five bars and 5 smoothies / shakes though?
It's my first day. Let me double check my menu that I have.
How dare you be new and get a job somewhere? How dare you? I mean that jokingly, of course. I understand that. I understand the struggle.
It just says 10 free items upon a day
Wow.
upon a visit. So
Technically, I could get 10 protein bars if I really wanted to.
Exactly. You can get whatever you'd like. Listen, and I don't know if I don't charge for open gym because I don't know. I was.
Now, which ones do I get?
Would you like to know what's in some of them? If you have a question.
Well, I don't really have allergies, so that's the thing.
I think some do a little bit more than others, though. If
I get your drift, if that's what you were about to ask.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was about to ask. No, still learning how all this works, but
it's more of a taste thing.
That's true.
But I feel like I'm less worried about taste when it comes to having anything with protein, and more about, you know, the benefits.
Right.
Like, sure, a strawberry protein bar probably tastes better than a peanut butter bar, but at the same time, peanut butter is also better for you.
So yeah, that's true. And the thing is, I don't know the the beneficial differences at all. Because I mean, I think I took Oh, I can read it. I think these are all kind of the same though, because like the bag of rolled oats is in chocolate chips, and jar of honey and strawberries is in the strawberry protein bar.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the peanut butter protein bar has a bag of rolled oats, 6 chopped chocolate, a jar of honey, and a jar of peanut butter.
Makes sense. I also have a friend living with me now, so I'm like, if I can get something they'll like as well, that would be great. So I'm gonna just choose. I feel like they'd be more of a smoothie person than a shake person, though.
Well, the strawberry smoothie has quite a bit of stuff in it. If you're interested, I can give you that list real quick.
They're not too picky, that's the thing. Well, they are, but they're not.
So, I mean, the strawberry protein shake has, rolled oats, 1 bag of it, some milk, ice times 2, protein powder, 2 scoops of strawberry ice cream. 2 scoops.
That's a lot of scoops.
There's also that mixed fruit smoothie.
See, me personally, I would go for the mint, but a lot of people don't like mint.
Yeah, I mean,
because they get that weird toothbrush flavor.
But that in a milkshake or in a protein shake, ugh, that's just mint just going straight. Oh, I'm like starving. Oh, give me 1 second. Just gotta test the product.
And make sure it's not poisoned. For some reason. I don't see why it would be. So what I'm gonna do, for the protein bar, I'm gonna go with 5 peanut butter English. We're actually gonna mix this up a little bit to make this confusing.
Okay.
Just a little bit. I would separate. I can't really separate 10 into 3, unfortunately.
I mean, you can. It's just not gonna work very.
It's not even.
Could. Yeah.
I'm gonna have one more of something else than another.
Yes, yeah.
So for protein bar, this is gonna be the least picky option. We're gonna go with the. I mean, you can't really go wrong with chocolate, so we're gonna go with chocolate chunk protein.
5 of those?
Yep, 5 chocolate chunk protein bars. For the shakes and smoothies, you know what I might do? I'm gonna do 2 strawberry proteins and 3 mint proteins. Yeah, that's what I'll do.
Oh, 3 mint.
Yeah, we'll do 3. Well, I come here probably more often than she would, but I don't really know. She's never been here before, so like she just got her flight in yesterday, so.
I was there 6 days ago now.
Oh. Wow. So I've been. I feel like I've been here for ages.
I mean, hey, at least your social security number is in 11. I had someone with that yesterday.
That's true. I'm not been around that long.
Your stuff should be right there. I believe I got it right. I hope.
Let's see. Did you math right? 2 strawberry protein shakes, yes. 3 mint protein shakes. I know I got you all concerned there for a second. You're like, wait, did I mess something up?
Right.
And then 5 chocolate chunk protein bars. Yep. Look at that, you get it right.
Look at that.
You're already becoming an expert. Who would have thunk?
I know, right?
Oh, do you have a garbage, by the way? I was meaning to throw out some cigarettes, but I'll be honest, I completely forgot I had them on me.
I don't know where a garbage is. To be honest, I don't think we have one.
What if there's one outside? You mind if I go outside? I have a membership anyway, so I can come in and...
You're fine. Come and go as you please.
Pretty much. We gotta find a garbage bin. We gotta throw out these. Then have her be like, good. Where we go? Wow, I actually need to eat something. What are the odds? Well, I'm gonna go get changed, and I'm gonna go
Okay,
figure out
you
what
do your thing.
kind of things I want to do.
Alrighty, there is the radio. I'll show you where the radio is. Radio. Oh shit.
To
Oh
be
no.
honest, I am listening to some things in my earpods.
Okay.
They're
Okay,
clear.
you're
That's
good.
why you can't see them. They're one
You're
of those
good, you're
like
good.
clear ones.
Oh, I picked up the radio, so I'll just keep the. If you want, to play any other things, I mean, you can change it in your AirPods.
Let's just say my ears are very sensitive right now, unfortunately.
Okay, I got you. No problem. No problem. Well. Okay, I got you. I put 2 and 2 together to make.
I was just like, he'll figure it out.
You're worried about some DMC stuff. Got you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those people are scary. I don't want to mess with them.
Yeah, I can understand that.
People are worried about like 14K and all that stuff, but there are people you gotta be worried about.
Yeah, the ones inside our heads that have a lot more say in life than others.
They're scary. They're scary people. We don't mess with them.
Yeah. I found a thing on Spotify that's copyright free stuff. It's pretty good.
I believe it.
Pretty good. It's not terrible. Well, you enjoy, sir.
Yep, appreciate it. I like how someone put a thing about like we need another athleisure one. We need like a workout outfit again. We had one. Oh yeah. Let's have that. Let's do the treadmill first. Even though, keep in mind, the treadmill does not actually work. It doesn't do anything. We kind of have to do this. Status. Listening to Halloween music. Yeah, this is the one. It's the one glitch I kind of like with GTA. Is like if you run into certain objects, it'll just keep you in the running animation. But yeah, we're gonna do our cardio. Yes, I actually know gym terms. How dare I? How dare I be somewhat intelligent? I'm glad he understood what I mean by like, look, my ears are kind of sensitive right now. Like he was like, oh. Oh! That makes sense. Okay. Keep in mind, I don't actually have to do this, like, at all. Pretty sure his fitness skill is, like, maximum, but that's not why I do it. I just do it because I want to. I've even considered working for Safer. That's the thing. But I'm just like, you know, my main problem is though, I'd be doing exactly what I did before, which is literally just, oh, do this, then do this, then do this. I do this like 3 times. But like I'd be trying to like take care of one patient, even though it's like you need to do this and this and this and this. Like you have to prioritize people. Or at a hospital, because the idea is that you can literally local people and you can have like people work on people. Like I can take the highest priority person and then local the rest. Where, let's say for you can't really do that. But then again, the limitations are... There's a lot more limitations with what Safer can do. Like they do all the stabilizing. Then once they're stabilized, they get brought to the hospital, and then that's when the doctors do all the super duper complicated things. Like they do the super complicated things. But I have seen that not all... What I saw open yesterday, that I was just like, I was half tempted to go there just to be like, I want to work here instead. Just because like I've wanted to work at that place for like ages. But at the same time, I was like, I'm hanging out with a friend, damn it. But it was the tea and bagel shop that's over here. I just find that cafe to be so quaint. Like so small and so quaint. There's like no worry at all. Like there's no worry whatsoever when you're there. And I'm pretty sure their menu's like really small. Like I prefer places with like specialized menus, like things where it's not like you can get this and this and this and this and this and this. Oh no. I messed it up. We gotta get buffed first. Once we get buffed, then we can take out our phone. Me? Wah. Wah wah. Wah wah. Wah 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 wah. I think that was 2. And then we do 1 more. Oh, we can't delete props. Okay. Okay. There is a part of me that misses PD things, but at the same time, I'm just like, I feel like if I do PD, I'm just doing what everybody else does. You know? There's that, like I don't like doing what everybody else likes doing. If that makes sense. I've never been someone to like doing like the norm. I can't reach the punching bag. I can't reach
it's
it.
a little high. I know. The BBB has been notified. It's been a little bit.
Oh, it's gonna be lowered.
Yeah. It's been. I guess from my understanding, it's been like a 4-month work in progress.
Oh,
But I guess their gold change is coming to the city, so they're a little bit focused on fixing all that first.
no,
All
that's
those
fair. That's fair.
improvements. Which, I mean, it's understandable. So yeah, you can just you can headbutt it, like if you just go, oh, work on that neck strength.
Did that hurt?
And I don't really know.
Oh, maybe you just have a hard head, so it's hard to notice it.
I
Maybe.
mean, you just run into it, like you just go, it works pretty well.
I swear I can do yoga. I swear. Maybe I'm crazy.
Yeah, don't forget to do your push-ups and your sit-ups.
I did my. Oh
Okay,
wait,
okay.
no, I didn't. I did some cardio. I did some
Okay.
pull-ups. I did some. Whatever those are called, raises.
Yeah.
I probably should do push-ups and all that. It's true.
You just gotta, get into it. Just keep doing them, It's better.
Yep.
It's got 40 pounds in it.
Gotta work your way.
Yeah. Gotta go back up front, make sure no one's coming in or out.
No, that's fair. Well, we gotta move forward. Forward, 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 forward. There we go. And then we're gonna do some sit-ups, and then we're gonna attempt to find where the yoga is. I know there's a yoga thing somewhere. I know there's a yoga thing. What?
Storm's coming in like 15, just so yeah.
Oh, I don't live that far.
Okay. Well, I gotta close a little bit early, So
Oh, okay. How early are you talking? Like 5 minutes, 10 minutes before storm?
10 minutes probably.
Okay.
10 minutes before.
Oh,
So,
I should be good by then.
Okay. Thank you.
Because he has to probably lock a bunch of stuff, and he probably doesn't live close. Unlike me. I live close. I live real close. Alright, other way. Oh, sit-ups. There's no... Wait, this is a judgment-free zone. We can do it. Right. It's a judgment-free zone, man. Damn. Son. We gotta do athleisure shorts. Or fitness shorts. Maybe that's what we call it, fitness shorts. It just means we're gonna have to renumber a bunch of things. Because it should be near athleisure. Okay, yoga time. I'll find it. Oh, goddamn. Oh, this is my new distraction. This is my new distraction. Okay, I'm kidding. We're not gonna do that. Yeah, I swear you used to be able to, Oh, that's why! I'm crazy. I'm a crazy person. That was it. I don't feel like yoga. I want more yoga. Okay. It's probably going to be the last yoga we do. Then we have to get changed. And then we're going to head back to the house because the thing is, he does not want to be here. Something hit the back end of my car. Or I'm seeing things, but I swear. Someone hit the back end of my car. It's like, no, don't leave because you don't want me. No. Kidding. So this is gonna have to be this is gonna be 4, 5. These were for a certain day. Thank you very much.
Have a great day.
Yep, you stay safe.
Will, you as well.
Yep. I lost my bumper. My goddamn bumper, who did it? Oh god, this is not gonna be good. It's gonna be scary. My bumper. Give me a second. /E pickup. Yeah, my bumper. Someone hit my bumper.
Have a great day.
My bumper. My bumper. Oh jeez. I was going the wrong way. That was my fault. My car. Plus, honestly, they usually stick around there anyway. Like most of 14 carat. Stick around there now. Stick around there now. Strawberry on a summer evening. Da-na-na-na-na-na-na. Plus, you know what the funny thing I could tell her? I could tell her that, you know, this house is available. The problem is, look. That's what I mean. Only has a garage size of 3. And a lot of houses in this area have a garage size of 3. Like that's the issue. But I'm like, I don't need 10 cars. But then again, you math and say I want 2 cars and someone else wants 2 cars, then they have to get 2 cars and I have to get 2 cars. Like, it adds up. Oh, we're gonna throw that in there, that in there. That's a protein bar. We can throw that there. Oh my god, we keep forgetting. Terrible person. How dare we? Oh, big stretch. I mean, so far, YouTube was not like, hey, you can't listen to the music. It wasn't like, you can't do that. Stop it. But we won't really know until like after the stream. We don't really know for sure. I mean, faux show, you know? But oh, you know what I should totally do? Well, I don't know. I don't know if I can do that. Nah. Not yet. Wow. And the thing is, I'm going to roleplay that the back bumper has been thrown off. For mechanic roleplay. At least that's the hope. That is the absolute hope. So we went trick-or-treating. We talked a lot. I'm glad that someone moved in. Not that I'm worried about like paying or anything. That'll be easy. I haven't decided whether or not I want a household savings account. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's the only thing. I'm like, I don't know. I would have to look around probably at some point to see if property wise, even though I know I can talk to Darla, I'm pretty sure Darla's a pretty sure she works at a freaking realty place. And I can talk to her about being like, out of curiosity, I forgot. The one thing I didn't say anything about was, this. But that's okay. That's alright. That's okay. We don't have to worry about it. I don't have to worry about it. Oh yeah, I gotta... Because otherwise it doesn't actually lock. Unlock. Okay, okay, okay. There's a part of me that wants to move this, but I keep thinking, no, what's the point? Because then I'll have this weird space behind here being like, what, like, what do I do with the back? That's my only issue. It's a weird placement. We're good here. That I'm not gonna worry about. I've always said it. This room is kind of for the person that lives with him, and it's their opportunity to basically be like, learn how the furniture system works. Because I'm like, I'm not gonna do your... For one, I'm not gonna do your room. Two, it gives you the opportunity to learn how to do furnishing. Plus, three, I mean, I don't know what you want your room to look like. Like, I don't freaking know. So, I'll let you do that. That way, if something doesn't look right, you can be like... I could just be like, well, that's not on me. You know what I mean? Like, that's not on me. But, here's what we're gonna do, guys. Thank you guys for watching. I'm gonna end my stream, as you can tell by the, thanks for watching stream. Make sure to go down below, click that like and subscribe button. I'd really appreciate it. Have a great rest of your day, and you guys have a great weekend. By the way, I'm still not sure if I'm gonna be streaming on Monday because of a thing I'm doing. Because we're going ziplining or something. But I don't know when it's gonna end and how I'm gonna feel afterwards. So we'll see. We shall see. You guys, stay safe. And bye bye. Bye bye.